Let me tell you something that nobody else will. You are not behind. I don't care if you're 18 or 48, if you've wasted years or made mistakes, if you feel like everybody else is ahead of you. You are not behind. You are exactly where you're supposed to be, because the truth is, your journey isn't supposed to look like anyone else's. But you've been poisoned by comparison. You scroll, you watch, you measure yourself against people who started earlier, who had advantages you didn't, and you convince yourself you're losing. Stop it, you're not losing. You're just playing your game on a different timeline. Some people bloom early, some bloom late, but bloom is bloom. Do you really think the world is going to care when you finally rise, whether it happened at 20 or 40? No, they're just going to see the results of someone who refused to quit. The biggest lie you've been told is that time is running out, that if you don't have it figured out by a certain age, you're finished. Let me wake you up. Time isn't running out, your excuses are. The clock is ticking, but not against you, it's ticking for you. Every second is a chance to reset, to choose differently, to rewrite the story you've been living. The only way you fall behind is if you stop moving forward. The reason you feel stuck isn't because you're behind. It's because you've been taught to measure your life by somebody else's ruler. Think about it. School, society, even your family told you there's a schedule you're supposed to follow. Finish school by this age, have a career by this age, get married by this age, retire by this age. But here's the truth, that schedule is fake. It was built to make you a copy of everyone else. You're not a copy, you're an original. And originals don't run on deadlines, they run on destiny. Some of the greatest people in history didn't even start their journey until most people would have given up. Colonel Sanders started KFC in his 60s. Vera Wang designed her first dress at 40. Morgan Freeman didn't land his breakout role until 52. Do you think they sat around crying about being behind? No. They decided it was still their time. And that's the decision you need to make right now. It's still your time. Stop believing the lie that you missed your chance. The only chance you miss is the one you don't take. The race isn't over until you stop running. And you, my friend, are still in the race. The truth is, life doesn't care about your age, your past, or your mistakes. It only cares about your decisions right now. Every day you wake up, you're handed the same 24 hours as everybody else. Some people waste them, some people use them, but the clock is fair to everyone. The difference between those who rise and those who stay stuck isn't luck, it's choice. You either choose to keep replaying the story of why you can't, or you choose to rewrite it with reasons why you must. You've got to stop dragging yesterday into today. Yesterday is over. You can't fix it, you can't relive it, you can't rewrite it. But today you can transform. People love to use the past as a prison. I failed before, so I'll probably fail again. No, failure was a chapter, not the ending. You're still holding the pen. Don't let your story end in regret when you've still got blank pages left to write. And let me be clear, this isn't about fake positivity. This is about reality. The reality is, your excuses will age you faster than time ever will. Every day you wait, the dream gets heavier, the fire inside you gets dimmer, and the regret gets louder. But the second you move, the second you act, you break the chains that have been holding you down. That's when you start to realize you were never behind. You were always just waiting to wake up. Listen, your life will only change the moment you decide to stop waiting for permission. Too many people sit around hoping someone will come along and validate their dream, give them a green light, tell them they're good enough. But no one is coming to rescue you. No one is coming to hand you the perfect moment. The world isn't waiting to approve you, it's waiting to see if you'll approve yourself. That's the difference between the people who rise and the people who stay stuck. The ones who rise stop asking and start acting. They don't wait for support, they don't wait for applause, they don't wait for everything to line up perfectly. They move with what they have, where they are, and they figure out the rest on the way. That's how momentum is built. Not by planning forever, but by stepping forward in faith and refusing to stop. And let me warn you, the second you step out, people will talk. They'll laugh, they'll doubt, they'll call you crazy. Good. Let them talk. Every great story sounds crazy until it works. Every dream looks impossible until it's done. And when you keep going, when you keep pushing, when you refuse to let their opinions decide your future, those same people who doubted you will be the ones asking you how you did it. That's why you can't let their noise become your music. Your life is too valuable to be wasted on the sidelines, waiting for permission to start living it. This is the truth. You are not behind, you are not late, you are not done. You are standing at the starting line of the rest of your life, and everything you've been through, the mistakes, the failures, the heartbreaks, it wasn't wasted. It was training. It was sharpening you, preparing you for the moment you finally decide to rise. And that moment is now. Don't you dare let another year slip by waiting for some imaginary perfect time. Perfect doesn't exist. Action is the only perfection you need. When you start moving, when you start building, when you start saying yes to your potential and no to your excuses, you'll realize the truth. You were never behind, you were just waiting to wake up. And once you wake up, there's no going back. Once you taste the power of discipline, once you feel the fire of progress, once you see yourself becoming the version you always dreamed of, you won't settle for average again. You'll demand more from yourself, and you'll get it because you'll finally know what you're capable of. So today, make the decision. Not tomorrow, not someday. Today. Look yourself in the mirror and say, I am not behind. I am just getting started. And then prove it with every step, every choice, every ounce of effort you've got left. Because the world doesn't need another excuse. The world needs the version of you that refuses to quit, the version of you that rises, the version of you that shows everyone watching what's possible when you stop waiting and start living.